Hey, what is going on, First 15? I hope you're having a great start to your day. Just want to say thanks again for hanging out with us. It just means a lot to know that we're all praying together, praying for each other, and we're going to jump right into it. Today we're going to be hanging out in 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13 through 14. Paul says this: be on guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong, and do everything with love. So Paul just given some really incredible statements. I think there's some great things that we can pull from here that we can be praying about today. And the first thing is to be on guard. Sometimes I don't think we think about that. We don't think to be on our guard. You know, it's easy just to get into the routine of the day. It's easy for it to be, another regular morning that we just get up and we move and we go. And we forget the fact that, we are in a spiritual battle. Paul will talk about that in another one of his letters, that for our wrestle is not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities of this world. And there's a spiritual fight that is happening right now for your attention, because there's a spiritual fight happening for the souls of man. And so you, being somebody who carries the light, somebody who is a representation of Jesus Christ, who has the hope of heaven with every word that you speak, the enemy wants nothing more than just to distract you from being a light today to those that are around you. And so today, I just want to encourage you to take a minute and just think to yourself, man, what are some areas in my life that I just need to be on guard for? And just asking God for not just the protection, but just ask Him just to help you to understand and to see what those areas are. And so maybe there's some things outside of you, things at work, things with your family, things on the news, or maybe there's some things that are happening inside of you. And as you're thinking about those things, just want to invite you to pray this prayer with me. Jesus, today I ask that you would guard my heart. Guard my heart from the things outside of me and from the things inside of me. Protect me today so that I would walk with you and know you. Help me today to see the path you have for me. And then the next thing that Paul says is to stand firm in the faith. Such a powerful and important statement that we got to stand firm in our faith. It is the foundation of everything in us. There's this faith that was birthed in us the moment that we gave our lives to Jesus, and it's what we're going to stand on as we're pressing into the things that we want to be on guard against. It's our faith that's going to get us through it. It's our faith that's going to help us stand strong. And one of the ways that we can stand firm in our faith is just to remember where we've been. That God is faithful. He's been faithful in our life. He's going to be faithful today. And God's got you through some things. Listen, you've been through it. You've gone through some ups and downs, and God has been victorious through that, which means whatever you face today, God's going to get you through it. So as you're reflecting on the ways that you can stand firm in your faith, I just invite you to pray this prayer with me. Jesus, today remind my heart of who you are and how good you are to me. Help me to stand strong on the foundation you began in me the moment I gave my life to you. Draw me to your word today so that it may strengthen my resolve and bring nourishment to my soul. And then Paul says to be courageous and to be strong. The reality is that today you're going to face some things that are going to require both strength and courage. It's going to require some faith, maybe a conversation that you need to have with somebody. Maybe something that God is calling you to step into. Maybe something God is calling you to let go of. And all of those scenarios can be incredibly scary. I mean, standing firm in your faith is one thing, but actually stepping out in faith, that's a whole other thing. And so today's a good time before you jump into all that to just ask God to give you that strength, to give you that courage, to do what is called of you to do the moment that it happens. And to know this, church, that strength, that's not on you. It doesn't come out of you. It comes from Jesus. For He's in you and working for you. And so as you prepare your heart for the things that you're going to face today, I'd invite you to pray this prayer with me. Jesus, today I ask that you would give me courage and strength to step out of my comfort zone and step into deeper faith. If there is a conversation I need to have, help me to have it. If there is something I need to pick up, help me grab it. And if there is something I need to let go, give me strength to release it. And finally, the last thing that Paul says, a theme all throughout the scriptures, is to do everything in love. To do everything in love. That's the source of everything that we do. It's love. And love is the universal language, is it not? Doesn't matter what your belief system is. Doesn't matter what your family background is. Doesn't matter where you live. We all need love. And scriptures say that God is love. And Jesus stepping onto this earth is a reflection of who God is. And you and I are a reflection of who Jesus is. That he has entrusted us to be his hands, to be his feet, to be his words. He has entrusted us to be love. Matter of fact, that's how people will know that we're his, through the way that we love one another. And so through all the things that we're talking about today, being on guard of the things that are coming and going, the things that are inside of you and outside of you, standing firm in your faith, being strong and courageous to do what you're called to do, it doesn't mean anything if we don't do it out of love. If it's not love, it's just religion. It's just another check mark on the box. It's a to-do list. But love, love changes it. It makes it something so much different, because we know that the King of this universe, Jesus, did everything he did for us in love. And so as you're reflecting on that love today, I'd invite you to pray this final prayer with me. Jesus, you are the purest definition and example of what love is. I know that today I reflect that love through my reflection of you. Help my words and my actions to represent you in all I do, that today when people see me, they just see you. And that's our hope today. I just want people to see Jesus when they see me. I don't want them to see Adam. I don't want them to see a dad. I don't want them to see a husband, a friend. I just want them to see Jesus. That's the best part of me. All those other things, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good, but they're always flawed. But if people can just see Jesus in me, that's the most important thing. And hopefully they see that through my love. And I hope that's what the people in your life see today through you. Just think about it. Today you have the opportunity to be Jesus to somebody. I mean, that's insane. And you are more than qualified to do that, because the person who is giving you the qualification is in you, and that is Jesus. And he loves you and he trusts you. And today you're going to do great things. So I just want to say thanks again, church, for hanging out with us. It always means a lot to be able to encourage each other, to pray for each other. And we can't wait to see you next time.